Start your notes for me today by putting your name on it here, upper left-hand corner. Also, make me a note that you're in Art 1. Notation number 1. Okay, the fancy vocabulary word that we're going to talk about today is this one here. It's a very long word, monochromatic. Write that down, monochromatic. Then put a colon right there, and let's give you its definition. It means one color. So, we will be using one color today. Let's break that down just a little bit. Indent for me, letter A. Write the word mono. Some people think that that is a disease, but in this case, it means one. Write that for me. And then indent for me again, letter B. And write the word chromatic. And that is a very fancy way of saying color. Alright, monochromatic, one color. Alright, section number 2, I want you to write the word marker. Now there are some places on this giraffe that I want you to use your marker on. And I want you to make me a list of these places. So once again, a little colon. Let's write this down. Spots. Giraffe has many spots, comma, hooves. Notice how I'm spelling hooves when I'm indicating that there's more than one. Comma, mane, M-A-N-E. Notice how I spell that when I'm referring to the hair on the back of an animal's neck. Comma, horns, comma, eye, and the last one, tail. So, those are all the places that I want you to use your markers on. Indent for me, letter A. Now, when you're working with your marker, I want it to have a certain characteristic. Let's say dark, comma, and solid. Just as you have used your markers before. And indent for me, letter B. Of course, you know this by now. I'm also expecting you to use your marker within the lines. Very good. All right, section 3. I want you to write colored pencil. So, on this giraffe, you're also going to be using your colored pencil. And I want you to use it for kind of like, you just write down here, the skin. Basically, that means the area that is surrounding the spots. Now, when you're working with your colored pencils, I want your colored pencils to have a certain characteristic. Okay, indent. Now, on your Bart Simpson color wheel, I wanted you to color super dark and solid. And in this case, I want exactly the opposite. So I want you to write the word light. So instead of showing me how dark you can color, I would like you to show me how light you can color. Okay, continuing. Indent, letter B. Now I want your colored pencils to have a certain characteristic, or characteristics. Smooth. like that, comma, unscribbled. So by now you know that scribbling is a crime and a sin, and I don't want you to scribble with your colored pencils. Scribbling is when you can tell the direction of the strokes of your pencil. Indent C, and of course, write that down again for me, within the lines. All right, continuing. Notation number 4. I want you to write same color. So we are doing a monochromatic color scheme, which means we're going to be using the same color for our marker as our colored pencil. For example, indent. So if you are deciding to use blue on this monochromatic color scheme, I want you to write blue, blue marker. Write that for me. And blue colored pencil. So once again, same marker color, same colored pencil color. All right, notation number 5. Band colors. Now, there are 2 colors that I do not want you to use, and if they are your favorite colors, I do apologize. But in this case, I am banning black. Note that for me. And also, comma, yellow. So basically, any color except black and yellow. Okay, and that gives you the information for your monochromatic color scheme, and we'll use a giraffe to practice that color scheme today.